Let's talk about that golf shot. You know the one I mean, Rory's high slinging hook with a 7-iron into the 15th Sunday at the Masters. A crucial shot under just the most immense amount of pressure. And I think I found myself a situation which is quite similar to that. I haven't got the pressure of the Masters, but I've got a big tree in the way. I've got the flag right around the corner. I've got to hit a similar shot to what Rory did. So I'm going to run through how I think he played that shot. I'm going to attempt it myself and kind of teach you how to play it. So if you are in that situation, maybe not the 15th of the Masters, but maybe you're in some trouble and you need that big, high slinging draw, you can play it. So let's go through what needed to happen. He needed that ball to start way right of the trees, and then he needed it to sling a good probably 40 yards through the air. He was using a 7-iron from, I think, 210 yards. We've got the full swing kit down here. That's going to throw up the data. What actually needs to happen in real simple terms is relative to the flag, or the green in the case of Rory McIlroy. His golf club needed to be travelling way to the right of that. And then relative to where that club was travelling, the club face had to be closed. So here's how I think he played it. You'll notice that he changed his alignment. He no longer aimed at the flag. And because this wasn't a 5-yard draw he was trying to hit, he didn't aim a little bit right. He aimed a long way right. So that's the first thing you're going to have to do. Aim way to the right of the object that you're trying to curve the golf ball around. In my case, it's the tree. Now what that does is it means that straight away, if I just make a normal golf swing, my club path to me feels pretty normal, but relative to the flag, it's quite considerably out to the right. That's really, really key. Now, you can move the ball back in your stance to push the path even more to the right. I don't think he did that because he needed the height. He needed that ball to stop on that firm green on Sunday. So I think he would have played it from a fairly normal ball position. So here's the first thing I want you to do. Pick something that's way out to the right. So I'm going to focus on a tree right down there. And then I'll just go through my normal routine, aligning myself at that tree. So now we've taken care of the path being way out to the right. Now what we need to do is think about how we're going to get that club face close to that path. And it needs to be a fair bit closed. I think he would have done that in two different ways. I think he would have closed the club face a little bit at address. So by that I mean he would have taken his golf club, he would have closed the club face a little bit before he takes his grip. So you can see as I look down, that club face is closed. That means that his club face is already close to his path, but I think he needed more than that. I think he needed that club face to be even more closed. So through the golf ball, he would have been making sure his trail hand was climbing over the top of the golf club through impact, essentially speeding up the toe of the golf club, closing the club face more. This shot would have been partly built in at setup and partly just the incredible skill that he has in controlling that golf ball. So once we've got alignment right, we've got the club face closed and we've got a more aggressive trail hand release, we've got the recipe to hook that golf ball. Then it's just a case of, can you go ahead and do it under pressure? He did. Let me have my go. And it's been interesting to see what the data is going to be. So I've got 8-iron, I've got a slightly shorter distance than Rory had. Alignment out to the right. Let's close that club face. And then we can go ahead and get the trial hand flipping over through impact. And it definitely slung around the tree. And I think I've actually overdone it slightly. That might be just off the back of the green on the left, so probably almost too much curve. But let's look at the numbers. You can see the club path 14 degrees out to the right. You can see the club face close to that. There's my recipe. That's how you hit the Rory McIlroy, now infamous, shot into 15.